Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about multiplication. And when we discuss multiplication, we need to understand what multiplication means and how to express multiplication in models and arrays using patterns, drawing pictures, and writing equations. So if we work with our two-column notes, our title is going to be multiplication. In this lesson, we are going to be able to understand multiplication. Let's write our I can statement. I can use arrays, which is a vocabulary word, and area models, including perfect squares. As large as 15 times 15. Okay. Multiplication is repeated addition. It's an easy way for us to add the same number multiple times without having to write it. But for the sake of practice, let's go ahead and write the repeated addition. If I have 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, and I add them together, it equals 28. I can easily write this as multiplication because I have 4 7s. 4 times 7 equals 28. And that is one of our math facts. We can also express by saying 4 sets of 7 equal 28. We can express multiplication in an area model and an array the following way. If I have 4 sets of 7, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. Let's say these are ping pong balls. I have a second set. I have a third set. I have a fourth set. This is called an array. If I were to enclose this area and make these individual squares, then this array would also represent 4 times 7, which is the area. So I make 4 squares, 4 rows, and 7 columns. So that is the array, which is the picture of 4 times 7. And it's also the area. If I were to enclose that area and make it squares, then that would become 4 times 7. So the area would be 28 square units. Okay, we will pause so you can finish writing. We can also show multiplication by skip counting on a number line. If I draw a number line, and I begin my number line with 0 and end it with 20. 10 is in the very middle, and then divided in half again, I would have 5, 10, 15, and 20. In between each one, 4 lines make 5 spaces. So if I were to skip count by 5, I would say 5, 10, 15, 20. That is skip counting by 5. These are multiples of 5. Now let's say if I did it by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay, that's two different ways of skip counting, or two ways of skip counting. The first one I did 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. The second way I did 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which also equals 20. So that would be 5 times 4 and 4 times 5, which both equal 20. I'll pause and let you finish copying. When we look at more patterns with multiplication, we can identify specific patterns as multiples. What are the multiples of the numbers 3, 6, and 8? Okay. In this square, you should have a grid paper. In that grid, you are going to number from left to right, 1 to 100. And we are going to circle in red the multiples of 3. We are going to write a square in green, the multiples of 6, and we are going to draw a triangle in blue pencil around the multiples of 8. So complete your grid using a red pencil for the multiples of 3, a green pencil for the multiples of 6, and a blue pencil for the multiples of 8, and use the shapes that we have designated. And we'll check this, and hopefully we can show the multiples of those 3 numbers. Thank you.